TV. You feel what I'm saying? Now listen, man, you could tap in and you could tap out, but you know my slogan. You know what I suggest? And I suggest you tap in. So let's get right into it. Now you already know time, energy, the highest forms of currency, my G. I know they got y'all here chasing the bag, chasing that money, chasing that paper, stacking that cheese, that cheddar, and that mozzarella. But always keep it in the front of your mental Rolodex. That time and energy are the highest forms of currency, my G's, at all times. Is what it is, and it'll be what it's gonna be. Now, big salute to all my day one investors, everybody that's highly invested in the channel, everybody that understands that we are growing this channel organically, constant elevation. Yeah, we on our way to the top, well over 30,000 to 50,000 subscribers, and we on our way to 60K. Even bigger salute to all my newcomers, all my new subscribers, all my new investors, everybody that's making their way to the Realest channel on YouTube, Grown Man Business TV. Is what it is. It'll be what it's gonna be. Now do me a favor. Wipe off your feet before you step into the big house. You understand me? Hit the like button, hit the subscribe button. Make sure your notification bells are ringing loud and clear every time you step foot in the Realest channel on YouTube. Grown Man Business TV is what it is, and it'll be what it's gonna be. All right. Now listen, man. It's 2:30 in the morning. You feel me? Listen, it's late night. You know, 2:30 in the a.m. And I said, you know what? Why not tap in with my people? Got my family here. Everybody's asleep. Everybody's cozy. And you know, I'm up late night, man. Working on this music, putting this mix CD together. Grown Man Business Volume 1 will be available January. You feel what I'm saying? So I said, you know what? Let me hit the live button. Let me see who's up. Who's scrolling through the algorithm? If you up, you scrolling through the algorithm, tap in. You know what I mean? What it do out there? Let's see what it do. You already know where you at. What's up with it? Yeah, yeah, yeah. Now you see the title, right? See the thumbnail. You know, Santana's town. Yeah, Santana, Joel Santana. You know, he said some wild things. I'm gonna let a few of y'all get up in here. Big salute to the chat. Yeah, hit the like button and all that when you come in here. Hit the subscribe button and all that when you come in here. You already know what to do. What's good with it? What it do? I see you in the chat. What it do? Salute, salute. 24,000. That joint going crazy. That joint at 24,000. What's good with it? We give y'all a few seconds to come up in. What's going on? What it do? I'm just trying to see who up late night. You know what I mean? What y'all doing up this late at night? Huh? What y'all doing up this late 2:30 in the morning? What you doing up? Yeah, I said, you know what? Let me see who in the algorithm. You know, we be up late night. We be in the bed. We be rubbing our feet together, and we be scrolling through the algorithm. Scrolling through the algorithm. It's addictive. You feel what I'm saying? Yeah, it's something. It's something that needs to be studied. These smartphones and this technology is something that needs to be diagnosed and be studied. You feel what I'm saying? Cause y'all scrolling. It's 2:30 in the morning and y'all scrolling through the algorithm, huh? Yeah, salute, salute. You at work? Yeah, I'm up too. I'm up with you. You know what I mean? That's why I said let me go live and see who up. I mean, I put the whole thumbnail in there. I put a whole title in there for you, just so you could see, and I could throw that bait out there and bait the algorithm and see how many people is in the algorithm right now using that thumb, scrolling away, 2:30 in the morning. You do 2:30 in the morning. You scroll it up like that. You feel me? Yeah, man. You know, baby boy is asleep. I put him. He's knocked out. Everybody in the house is asleep. Um, you know, I was up running through some beats, playing some music, just working on some music. You know, Grown Man Business Volume 1 will be available in January, so I'm putting in overtime. Yeah, I'm putting in overtime. So um I said, you know, let me go live and see who up. You know what I mean? What it do? Hit the subscribe button since you in the building. You know what? Hold up real quick. Let me do something for you. Let me work something out for you real quick. Even though I ain't, even though this is what it is, I'm gonna make you do what you gotta do to come up in here. You ain't just gonna be able to talk and salute, salute. Yeah, hit the like button and the subscribe button and all that. You know what to do. Yeah. Now look, you see that right there at the bottom of the chat, right? Before you getting in here with your Twitter fingers, doing your Twitter fingers and using your Twitter fingers, how your Twitter fingers like to get used and all that. Hit the like button, hit the subscribe button. Make sure your notification bells are ringing loud and clear every time you step foot. Realest channel on YouTube. Grown Man Business TV. Yeah, man. Yeah, I'm up late night. I'm in the big house. I'm working on music. You know, got a long day tomorrow. Well, today, Christmas Eve. I'm probably gonna do a little bit of shopping today. Um, Grab a couple of things. And then, we gonna be doing the holidays, man. I got the family at the house, got the wife, got the, kids is here. And we gonna do what we do, man. We gonna do what we do. Salute to the chat, man. Y'all know what to do. Um, the title and the thumbnail is talking about Joel Santana. Um, he said some things, man, but that's old news, right? I'm not even gonna waste not even gonna waste my I'm not gonna waste my time talking about that. You know what I'm saying? I just threw it up there because it's a thumbnail that I haven't used yet. It's a title that I haven't used yet. I figured that'd get y'all in here. What y'all got going on? What y'all doing up this late? What y'all got going on, man? It's 2:30 in the morning. What y'all doing up? Scott, what it do? Scott, Scott, what you doing up at 2:30 in the morning, my G? I don't know. I think you might be on the West Coast. It might be like, it might be like 12:30 over there in Cali and all that. You know what I mean? But it's 2:30 in the morning. What you, what you doing? What you say now? Smash and break. I don't know what you got to rewrite that. What you doing up this time of the night, man? Huh? Smash and breaks. Okay. Okay. I'm just curious, you know what I'm saying? 'Cause I'm about to get some paper, that holiday pay. Yeah, get that money. Yeah, it's 2:36 right now. In between smashes. What's that, man? What smashes, man? What's that? I'm an old man, man. You know what I'm saying? You see, I got the you see I got the Sherlin and the Afghanistanian fox fur on the. I'm an old man, man. I don't know what you're talking about. Yeah, yeah. In between smashes. What's that? I missed the earlier live stream. Ah, no doubt, no doubt. That's why, replay gang is always good. You know what I mean? Salute to my replay gang. You know what I mean? Everybody that come through, replay them joints, watch them joints over if they miss it. That's why I leave them up there. That joint did about what? Charlemagne the God joint is at like 20 some thousand. It did like 20 some thousand. Salute, salute, man. If you're new to the channel, hit the subscribe button and all that. Make sure you subscribe. You know what I mean? Salute to all my new subscribers, man. Hey, look. I got I got a I got a bunch of new subscribers, but this one guy right here, he's a wild boy. This nigga's crazy. I want to speak to that, right? Leo, it's nice to see you. You could really make YouTube. You could make a YouTube channel about anything. You know what I mean? And make mad money, hundreds of thousands of dollars. Salute the dude Chard Clicky. I don't know if I'm saying his name right, but this dude literally has made a YouTube channel clicking his dentures all around in his mouth. Like his front teeth, them joints is missing. And he got the dentures right there. You know what I mean? And he be clicking he be clicking his teeth all around his mouth, right? Now that sounds crazy. The nigga's missing his front teeth. He's clicking his dentures all around his mouth, right? He got 1.6 million subscribers. And listen to what I'm saying to you. I'm gonna tell you some funny shit, right? Earlier, my son is running around, baby G and B, and I'm gonna show you his channel, right? But baby G and B is running around. He's running around the house. He doing his own thing. I'm going through my subscribers and I see this subscriber. He got 1.6 million subscribers, right? And he just recently subscribed to the channel. I go on his channel and the default video comes on, right? And he's playing as a dentist, right? He starts clicking, he starts making this clicking noise. My son hears that shit and he instantly comes over here to see what's going on, right? And I was like, damn. I was like, hold on. So I cut it off. My son went to go play, right? When he heard this clicking, when he heard the teeth, he instantly came over here again. And it just made me think like how infectious, how relaxing, like it's almost like mukbang, how certain people like to hear other people eat food and smack. And you can, and it's certain people that really enjoy that. You know what I'm saying? And it's funny is this because it says it, right? It says it's relaxing, it's therapeutic, and it's a lot of people that watch this guy's channel just to hear him click his teeth. You know what? Fuck it. I got the receipts. Salute to him too. Do Chard. Do Chard Clicky. Salute to Do Chard Clicky. I want y'all to watch. I'm gonna see if I can play this. Hold on real quick. Crazy work, man. I ain't gonna lie, man. Really, really, I don't know, man. I ain't know, you know, I should have known, but I didn't. Watch this shit right here. I want you to watch this shit. Watch this, nigga. Look at this. Look at this right here. Look at this. Do Chard Clicky. Look at this shit, right? What's this? Watch this.
Liam, it's nice to see you again. Share this video with someone named Liam. It's nice to see you again. Share this video with someone named.
Look at this. Yo, it made me think about like Charleston White, right? Like CW, Charleston White. If he was to like make a channel where he just take his eye in and out, he'd have 2 million subscribers, B. It's millions of people that would just watch his videos just to see him take his eye in and out. It's crazy, bro. Like this nigga's crazy. Hold on, son. Look at this. Salute to this guy. He's a subscriber, man. I don't know. I'm just look at this shit.
Welcome to Daddy Tingles, the hard ASMR.
Hey, yo, B, what the fuck is the world? Yo, but I want to say something, right? It's 3 in the morning. I want to say something though, right? It's nothing stopping you, bro. You know what I'm saying? Like, we living in a day and age, and this is what you got to understand, right? That's another reason why my platform is so powerful. Because on YouTube, in these YouTube streets, it's millions of content creators that are creating just the most bogus, wildest, and respectfully, it's no disrespect to their lane of content. Salute to them for doing what they do. Somebody like it. He got 1.6 million subscribers. Somebody like it. but the truth and the realness and just the sense of a grown man speaking grown man business is few far in between. It's few far in between. You scrolling, it's 2:30, 2:45 in the morning, you doing this, you running across a lot of wild content. A bunch of content that might just leave your brain mushy. You watch enough of this shit right here, and your brain turn to mashed potatoes. Your brain turn to coleslaw. You know what I mean? You watch enough of this right here, you go to sleep and you have crazy dreams of a wild, wild dude shuffling his dentures around all in your face, shuffling his motherfucking teeth all in and out his mouth, spitting all on you. Yeah, yeah. You see what I'm saying? And I'm not trying to, and salute to that man, and salute to all the different content that's being created. But when me and my investors, when me and my subscribers, when we chop game, when I give y'all this pure dope straight off the brick directly into the bottles, it's something that you can apply to your everyday life. It's not something that's gonna leave your brain mushy. You know what I'm saying? When we bounce this tennis ball back and forth over the tennis courts, you gonna get some game, I'ma get some game. You know what I mean? And I don't know why those downloads just downloaded, but when I really was watching this shit earlier, I was just, bro, homie got 1.6 million subscribers. Yo, listen to me. His live streams, bro, respectfully, I gotta keep it 100. You know what I'm saying? I'm gonna keep it 100. I'm gonna show you something. I'm gonna keep it funky. I'm gonna keep it all the way funky with you. This nigga live streams, yo, he went live. Hold on real quick. I do my due diligence, you know what I'm saying? I'm sure just like anybody else, they come to my channel, they scroll through, the content, they look at the content and they appreciate the content, you know what I'm saying? But me, I'm a actual creator, so, I might not even be into your content, but I could look at your numbers. I start looking at the analytics and shit, right? This nigga went, listen to me. Look at this shit, look at this shit, look at this shit. Look, look, look. He went live 5 hours ago. That shit did 1.8 million views. 2 days ago, 200,000. Look. 3 days ago, 538,000. Look. 3 days ago, 1.3 million. Five hours ago, 1.8 million. Oh. Extreme teeth clicking for relaxation. Homie did a live stream 5 hours ago called Extreme Teeth Clicking, where all he doing is clicking his teeth. He clicking his teeth all across his motherfucker, and it's for relaxation. 1.8 million people viewed this live stream, and they got something from it. You feel what I'm saying? And that's why you never judge a book by its cover. You always stay in your lane. You don't try to do what anybody else is doing. You don't try to pick and choose how you want to do it. You get a lane and you stay in it, right? And you take your flaws, and you take you take everything that you bring to the table and you put it and you create content. Salute to that man. This man did a live stream 5 hours ago that got 1.8 million views. Let's click on this live stream. Let's see what we got right here. Salute to him, man. I ain't no hater, man. I like to see what's going on, what his content about. His content is about, I'm guessing like clicking his teeth, bruh. Look at this shit. Look at this shit.
Hey, you're here. Finally. Open up. Well, oh, hey. Nah, man. Yeah, I can't fuck with it, man. My teeth still, nah, I'm good. I'm good. I'm gonna stay in my lane. You feel me? Salute, salute. You feel what I'm saying? I'm gonna stay in my lane, man. You feel me? I carved out a lane for the real, and I'm the only one in it. You know what I mean? We don't do it for the numbers. We don't. This is the thing, though. This is the thing. Everybody can't do what I do. Everybody ain't like me. You feel me? So it's just crazy. Like I'm just saying, like he figured out a lane. Obviously, this is a good lane for him to be in. He's fucking it up. You know what I'm saying? The motherfucker did almost 2 million views in less than 2 hours, in less than 6 hours, less than 1.8 million views, right? That's a bitch. Hell yeah, you talking about running up a bag? That nigga getting DJ Academics money. That nigga get, that nigga get that motherfucking moolah, boy. Shit, I ain't nah, I can't do it. I can't do it, but man, that shit kind of crazy. I don't know, man. Like I'm gonna tell you something, right? The deeper I get into like this YouTube shit, the more like I just realize how this shit is deep. It's a deep portal, my G. It's a deep portal. I ain't nowhere near. This shit get funky, it get freaky, it get wild. These motherfuckers, boy, anything you could think of, that shit probably could go viral. You can make a bag. That's a this nigga, But then I say to myself too, right? I don't know. This motherfucker got more million plus views. I ain't never seen the motherfucker. DJ Academics don't even get these kind of numbers. DJ Academics might got like 2 million subscribers or something like that. Hey yo, DJ Vlad don't get these type of numbers. I wonder if he buying. I don't know. I ain't gonna say that because I don't like to do that. A lot of people, as soon as they see some outrageous numbers, they just automatically think that you buying subscribers. You know what I'm saying? And I don't want to think that. But I'm just saying like DJ Vlad, Adam 22, them niggas, they all got like a million and some change, 2 million. Damn, who is somebody that got more than that? I can't think of it, but it's somebody I seen that had like 3 million subscribers, right? But they ain't getting. You know who this dude is getting numbers like? He getting numbers like Candace Owens. That's who I could compare this guy to. That's who it reminds me of. Candace Owens, bro. Yo, I seen Candace Owens maybe like a couple of weeks ago. She was live. She had 280,000 motherfuckers in the live stream at one time. Word. I was shocked. I was like, God damn. I ain't gonna lie. I would be kind of a 250,000 people watching at one time. That's kind of scary, bruh. That's like a whole, you know what I mean? Um, and I seen her another time where she had like 180,000 people on her live stream, and when she got off the live stream, it automatically went to like 1.5, 1.4 million views. So he's doing numbers like Candace Owens. This guy right here, clicking his teeth and shit, clicking his teeth around. You know what I'm saying? And enjoying himself and shit. You know, you know, stuff like this don't make me want to do it. It don't make me want to try it. It just makes me happy that I carved out my lane. So when it's time for me to get my bag, when it's time for me to get my elevation, it'll be well warranted. You know what I'm saying? So salute the homie. Big salute to him, man. Keep doing your thing. Big appreciate the subscribe. Appreciate the liking and share. Appreciate the support. You know what I'm saying? I go through my analytics. I can see who subscribed to the channel. I can see who's locked in. And he's one of the guys that's locked in that have over 1 million subscribers. A few other people as well. But salute to him because it was just subscriber count. Yeah, it's crazy, bro. It's crazy. I know you got 1.6 million subscribers. That's ill. That's a crazy thing right there, boss. Last 7 days. Last 90 days. Let's see the last 360. What's this guy? It's 300 clutch money. He got 100. He got 300.
Man, look, check this out. It's your boy Kenny Gate, and today is the first episode of my newly talk show. You heard me? The Yes Lord Talk Show. Man, I've been thinking about starting my own little show for a little minute.
Salute to the homie Clutch Williams. Appreciate the subscribe, my G. Appreciate the love and the support. You know what I'm saying? Clutch Williams, man, he got 350,000 subscribers. He's the dude that do all the Kevin Gates cosplay. This guy right here. I'm gonna show you. This guy right here. Salute to the chat.
Yeah, especially I did that little, that little episode with Miami. Shout out. Yeah, but man, yeah, I've been trying to, get my own little TV show. So the thing that's special about my show, I never know who the guest gonna be. You hear me?
Salute to you, my G. Appreciate the subscribe. Appreciate the love, man. We got a lot of subscribers. We got a lot of people watching the channel, man. We got a lot of celebrities. We got a lot of yeah. Salute to you, man. I appreciate that. You know what I mean? Can't even. Yeah, we got a lot of people that's watching this joint, man. A lot of people that's locked in. Let's see, not 360 days. Salute to Leon Bridges as well. Leon Bridges is in tune with the channel. He's locked in. I be seeing him all over TikTok and Instagram and all that. He be doing the Kevin Gates. All right, so yeah, this is a time where y'all can ask me questions, man, and I'll I'll answer questions with y'all, man. It's a late night. We ain't doing nothing crazy. Salute FBA Hustle NY. But maybe like 20, 30 minutes. Well, I've been up here for 30 minutes, man. Nothing too crazy. I'm just tapping in late night. Salute to everybody that hit the subscribe button. Make sure y'all keep hitting that. Hit that subscribe button if you ain't already did it. I feel like that. there are more people who want weird shit than to learn and or to listen to messages that are beneficial. Yeah. I want to speak to that black butterfly, right? You 100% right. And for a long time, we didn't have this outlet. We didn't have this technology. We didn't have these platforms where you could just like go and find and tap into things that you're interested in, or your niches or your fantasies or your fetishes, and you could find content for it. So yeah, we living in a day where more people are seeking out their weird fetishes. You know what I mean? That weird, the deep dark secrets, their deep dark fantasies. They seek that shit out. You know what I'm saying? It's like, for example, I always talk about mukbang, right? Because I didn't know about it when I was growing up. Your mama smack you in your mouth for smacking, for chewing with your mouth open. That shit is like we hated that. You know what I'm saying? The motherfucker opening their mouth and chewing their food like a horse. You feel me? Like she was disgusting. And then come to find out, it's millions of people that that get off and they love to hear other people eat with their mouth open. All the way to the point where they put a microphone right here. They get a fucking food and they got millions of subscribers and they got millions of views. So you 100% right about that. You know what I'm saying? And again, I always bring it back to the platform, right? With all of that going on, we still able to carve out a lane with this channel, with the message, with pure dope going straight off the brick into the bottles. That alone shows you and just proves how potent this channel is, how potent the content is. Because, you gotta understand something. That's why the average person can't make a lane in YouTube. That's why the average celebrity, niggas just doing what they do, it's hard for them to carve out a lane on YouTube. It's because behind closed doors, you got channels like that, you got channels like that, you got that channel, you got this motherfucking channel. They doing mukbang. You got my man right here, he flipping his dentures all around his mouth. You got another channel with midgets, they in the circus, they doing backflips, they in the circus doing shit. You got all these channels behind the scenes that you will never know about, where it's millions of people spending time on these channels, man. So, you know, to go through my subscriber list and see certain people in there and see certain numbers we do with our live streams and shit like that, it just proves that we making the lane. It proves that we on to something. So yeah, salute. The dude that makes the plastic, I did a whole live stream on homie. Matter of fact, let's see. Let me see some. I did a whole live stream on him. If you really want to know like what I think about him or what I thought about him, let me see some. Yeah, I did a whole live stream on homie. That joint, November the 9th, I did a whole live stream on him. Let's see, analytics. This video got 400 since it was published. Yeah. Yeah, so all you got to do is go back and find that video. I mean, I think he's a genius. I think he's in a process of disrupting one of the greatest, one of the biggest situations with the oil and the gasoline. I just think that it's a dangerous thing. He's playing a dangerous game, but, in that live stream,
I let the higher ups and the elites know that we definitely got an eye on homie. You not just going, yeah, that joint did 28,000 views. I did 28K on that joint. So people definitely was paying attention. Yeah, so if you want to really know and you want me to go in depth about that, just go check that joint out. Oh, here it is right here. See? I'm talking about that guy right there. Julian Brown. That's his name. The dude that you was talking about, his name is Julian Brown. Salute to the chat, man. We ain't staying too much longer. Yeah. Do that for me. What do you think about when this Candace crushing ons? Candace, I'm crashing ons. Respectfully. Running up a bag, being a goofy. Yeah, man. That nigga running up a bag, being a goofy. Nah, I ain't trying none of that. I'm good on that. Salute to the chat, man. We ain't gonna stay much longer. I'm gonna take my ass to sleep. I got a lot going on today. I gotta. You know what's crazy, right? I noticed in the last couple of years, right? When you get towards the end of the year, like the end of December, the content get real slow. It get real slow. You know what I'm saying? The whole situation with 21 Savage. I know his PR team is mad at him because, a lot of people are going to talk about the whole F the street situation until the end of the year. Because other than that, man, it's kind of tight. It's kind of tight. That's the beautiful thing about us, though. We get to talking. It's so much going on with the higher ups and the elites. It's always going to be content. It's always going to be content involved for us. But for a lot of people, it's no content. Mr. Universe, what it do, man? Just on the late night, man. I ain't staying long. I'm just bullshitting around. Nothing too crazy going on. Salute to everybody that's in the DM, man, having a feeling and feeling the way about the dog fur. We really struck a nerve the other day, talking about that dog fur, man. We really struck a nerve, man. It's so crazy because it's so many new subscribers that come in. A lot of them don't know about the dog fur, and then I talk about the dog fur, and it just, my DMs go crazy, and it'd be a lot of people that, like, in my emails and my DMs, and I just be thinking like, man, I talk about, I've been saying this shit for a few years now. Yeah, salute to y'all though. You'll get over it. You know what I'm saying? When I deliver the truth to you like that, it takes you high, takes you up here, right? It's like a roller coaster. Takes you all the way to the top of the roller coaster, and then it drops you down. You know what I mean? And after that first drop, you kind of get prepared for the next couple of twists and turns. You know what I mean? You kind of you mentally prepared for the next couple of twists and turns. They ain't that bad. You know what I mean? They ain't as bad as that first initial drop. You understand? So I'm used to this. I'm kind of used to this. You know what I'm saying? You're a racist, this, that, and the third, and then what I notice is the same people that be like, yo, you're a racist, they don't unsubscribe to the channel. Because I can see who subscribes to the channel.
and I could see the analytics, and I could go from my DM to my YouTube studios, and I could see that you still subscribe to the channel. You know what I mean? You still subscribe. You still like the joint. You still, get your notifications. You know what I mean? So, you know, it stings at first, and it's supposed to. It's supposed to sting. It stings at first, and then it kind of wears off, and you come back to your senses. You know what I mean? So salute to y'all in the DM. But yeah, we definitely struck a nerve. They didn't like that. Yo, hey, hold up, man. I saw the video of Young Pharaoh. Young Pharaoh, right? I seen a video of Young Pharaoh asking, he was debating a rabbi, and he was asking him, where do white people come from? And that shit was funny as hell. Hey, bro, hold on. Bro, that shit was funny as hell. Shit was crazy funny, man. They probably took that shit off the internet. Oh, here it is right here. Hey, this shit funny. Watch this shit. This nigga funny as...
We directed a video that's pretty to the claim that all of a sudden, out of nowhere, an entire nation said we're going to keep all of these and they're not easy. They're separate. Okay. And who was the captain of the ship?
I don't know about that.
Who was the captain of the ship?
Hold on real quick.
That took you on all these so-called full cars that are...
I'm fucking tripping. Hold on real quick. That nigga Pharaoh was a beast, bro.
Origins of the stories, because the stories are completely from the Caucasus Mountains. The Torah, the Bible, the Quran all agree that genealogy, right?
Yeah.
Noah comes from the Caucasus Mountains.
Caucasus Mountains.
The Torah, the Bible, the Quran all agree that when after the flood, right, the boat landed in Mount Ararat, which is the Caucasus Mountains. So now the issue that I'm having with accepting Jews, black or white, claiming that they come from Israel, is because in order to establish political legitimacy or monarchy, you have to establish that you are native to the land, or that you are descendants of those
42.
who are native to the land. Sure. And if anybody is claiming that they're a descendant of Noah, they are claiming that they are descendants of the Caucasus Mountains.
I'm 42.
And so here's the issue that
I just look like this.
Scientifically, according to the Australian Research Center
Hold
for
up.
Ancient DNA, we can prove that white people, Caucasoid people, because even if you don't identify as white, the term Jew is not a genealogical description.
What's this?
You can't genealogically be a Jew. There's only 4 phenotypes: Dravidian, Caucasoid, Mongoloid, which is Asians and Koreans and all of them, and then there's Negroid, which is me and Africans. So Jews, whether you Ashkenazi, Khazarian, or whatever other terminology, y'all all fall genetically in the category of Caucasoid. And Caucasoids, according to not only history, but biblical history as well, descend from the Caucasus Mountains. So we have to ask ourselves, if we were here first as black people, and we know this to be fact, how, with the Middle East being an extension of Africa, are Caucasoids claiming that they are native to a land that not only they were never there, they were there and inhabited it after us. And so here's my thing, right? As I continue to go down, because I want to make sure I touch on every point. You brought up Jacob, right? Now, we know that there were no J's back then.
I want to stop him right there. I just want to say, so I think I'm going to do a whole live stream on this. The download. I'm going to tell you something, right? Before I started doing content, before I had really realized that my YouTube channel that I was watching YouTube videos with was actually a channel. I didn't know that for a long time. I think a lot of people don't really realize that. For you to watch YouTube, you have to have a YouTube channel. So if you was to go into your YouTube channel, go into your settings, you could like change the name. You could put a name up there. You could put like a profile picture. You could start uploading videos, right? So before I understood like, oh shit, before I started making content, I used to watch this young Pharaoh. I used to watch a few other content creators as well, but this version of young Pharaoh, I used to watch this nigga, man. You know what I'm saying? And like, when he was like this, bro, before they poisoned him, before they did whatever happened to him, you know what I'm saying? I think they put something in his drugs. He ended up buying like a Ferrari. He started making money. He had like a Ferrari. He got a face tattoo and shit. He went out there to California. He was doing drugs and he got compromised. Now he ain't even the same person. Like, this is the young Pharaoh before he got the goddamn tattoo on his face. And he was scamming, whatever he was doing. This thing you gotta understand, right? If he was scamming, if he was robbing, if he was doing whatever he was doing, he had this knowledge, bro. He had this motherfucking knowledge, bro. And I'm gonna tell you something. Salute to the homie, Mr. Universe. Them people ain't care if he was scamming. They ain't care if he was stealing. They ain't care if they didn't give a fuck about none of that. You understand what I'm saying? They laced him. That's what I think. That's what I believe happened. They was more focused. The number one agenda was getting him to take something that would alter his mental, that would alter his mind. Real shit, real spill. You know what I'm saying? They had to get him to take a drink, a drug, food, whatever. And I'm sure it was some type of drug that one of them girls got him to. And because when he could talk, when his shit was like this nigga was unstoppable, bro. He was unstoppable. And I remember when I used to watch Young Pharaoh and I started realizing that I was going to do content, right? I intentionally made sure that I didn't want to get in Young Pharaoh's lane. I didn't want to be the nigga who read 1,000 books. I didn't want to be like as sharp as Young Pharaoh on this level. Same thing with Jamal Rashad. Like, I used to watch Jamal Rashad, I used to watch Young Pharaoh, and I always remember saying, like, I want to be on the same level, but I don't want to do what they're doing. You understand? Like, Young Pharaoh, this nigga read 1 million books. This nigga did a whole bunch of shit. But me, I'm just as powerful because I'm getting downloads. I'm connected to the universe. Now, I'm gonna let Pharaoh talk for a few more minutes because he's about to ask this man, where the fuck did y'all come from? Go ahead and talk to the people. Go ahead. Look.
And people say that they were wise. Now, I disagree with that as well. But staying on that notion, Jacob would be Jacob, which people would say is Yakub.
Yeah.
Now, Yakub in Hebrew literally means subplanter. And the reason that that's critical and the reason that that's important as I get ready to share my screen right now. Matter of fact, I'm gonna see if I can do it. I'm gonna see, since I'm still tapped in on my laptop, I'm gonna share it like this. So I'm gonna bring my other one up, and then the important of Yakub is Freemasons in order to communicate with one another. And as I bring this slide up right now, I'm gonna show you what they're talking about. Okay, so when we talk about subplanting, right? To subplant, they're talking about genetic engineering. Now, why is this important? I'm not being racist. Let me pull up the damn article. This right here is from Molecular Biology and Evolution. And this clearly states that if you are not a descendant, it says if your heritage is non-African, you are part Neanderthal. Now, the number specifically is you are 93% human and 7% Neanderthal. Caucasians come from Dravidians. So when we talk about white people coming from albinos, here's the problem. They don't come from African albinos, or Caucasoids, I should say. Don't come from African albinos. This man over here on the left is an African albino. You can clearly still see he's an African. This man right here, which kind of looks like you but has blonde hair, comes from this albino Dravidian. So everybody just looking at this picture would think that this is a white man. This is not a white man. This is an albino Dravidian. So basically, everybody knows who Dr. Shiva is. This is Dr. Shiva if he was an albino. Now, I'm going to tell you why that's important. When we're dealing with science, we know from basic science 101, two separate species cannot sexually reproduce, or they're called hybrids. So we coming back to Jacob, aka Yaakov, which is a Hebrew word for subplant. And there's a story, and I'm going by, your history. There's a story where they say Yakub engineered a species of people on the island of Patmos. And Yakub is a term for a subplanter, and Patmos is not only an actual island, it's a Freemasonic lodge called the Island of Patmos. So white Freemasons, specifically Jews, do acknowledge that they have genetically engineered origin. And so this once again raises my issue with accepting Judaism, because not only do Caucasoid Jews have an inability to prove that they were somewhere first, they have an inability to prove where they were, period. Because if we deal with the terminology, right, before I go, and let me check this off so I don't double talk.
Listen, I'm gonna let you know. This where them people was saying, we about to get rid of this nigga, right? Oh, nigga, you fucked up. Oh, he know our secret. This might be the first nigga in American history that has properly explained the secret we all knew already. Nah, it's way deeper than environmental adaptations. Oh, it's way deeper than that. That's what they want you to think. Let me ask you, let me tell you something. It's white people that been living in Florida they whole life. They grandmama lived in Florida. They great-grandmama lived in Florida. And they still get sunburned. They still can't sit in the sun. How many generations would it take for your skin to adapt to the sun and the environment that you live in? You understand what I'm saying? That whole environmental adaptation, that's where they fucked us up at for a long time. Oh, they came from the Caucasus Mountains, and that's why their skin is white, and they can't be in the sun because they were originated in the Caucasus Mountains. Well, if it's environmental adaptation, your great-great-great-grandmother wasn't in the Caucasus Mountains. Her ass was over here in Florida, Louisiana, right? Europe. So, nah. And the thing about Pharaoh is, like I said, I like I like to pull from the cosmos. I like to pull from the downloads. But when you debating these type of people, when you are having these conversations, right, you have to be politically correct. They want you to pull from where you got it from and who said it and how do you know, and scientifically you can't. They want you to debate like that. And Pharaoh was a genius with this shit. Again, look at young Pharaoh. Look how clean his face is. This ain't the drug-induced young Pharaoh. This ain't the Pharaoh with the tattoo on his face. This is the young Pharaoh before the Porsche, before the Ferrari, or whatever he was buying with that money. This is the young Pharaoh before California. This is the young Pharaoh before the higher-ups in the elite said, well, we got to get, homie. And they were scared. The higher-ups and the elites were scared. They knew for a fact that if they just assassinated him, we might buck on him, because we know young Pharaoh ain't gonna hang himself. He not taking no drugs. You can see how clean his face is. He worked out. The nigga was doing shadow boxing and kickboxing. The nigga was dangerous. Yeah, young Pharaoh was. I'm gonna do a whole live stream on this. This nigga young Pharaoh was dangerous. He'll whoop your ass. And the nigga was smarter than any of these people. Now, when you go see young Pharaoh, boy, he like a shell of himself, man. This nigga don't even. Yeah. You got to be careful. Go ahead and talk to the people. Talk. Look.
We deal with the terminology, right? I'm gonna just deal with Ashkenazi and Khazarian. Khazar, by definition, means a wanderer. So there is no Khazarian Jew on the planet who can claim Israel when, even by the etymological roots of their word, they call themselves wanderer. Now, Ashkenazi is Ashkenazi. Now, Ashka means beloved, and then you have Nazi. And Nazi is the combination of the word national and socialism. So the word Ashkenazi means to beloved national socialism. So you have one handful of Jews over here who don't have a land by decree of their own title. Then you got another handful of European converted Jews who are secretly Zionist Nazis by etymological terminology. So once again, the Judaic religion is a Masonic falsified history used to falsely establish political legitimacy where there is none. Now, I want to keep going down on your points, because the Torah, since we're dealing with the Torah, but monotheism as a whole is racist. And it promotes Ham, which are black people, according to biblical history, are to be the slaves and servants of Shem, which are Caucasoids, because Arabs are also considered Caucasoids. So the Bible, the Torah, and the Quran says that we're not only your slaves, you guys have a term for us that you call non-Jews, which is Goyim. So another trend, if anything promoting slavery is terroristic. Quran says, and the Torah says, that we are the slaves of, that you can rob a Goyim, that a non-established belief system. It's extremely racist, and it definitely promotes slavery. Now, as I continue to go down, right, Jacob wrestling with God, and you brought up the Bible, so I'll bring it up. In the Bible, Jesus says, "Nobody has ever seen or heard my Father." That's an actual quote. So, if in the Bible Jesus says nobody has ever seen or heard my Father, how the hell could Jacob wrestle with God? And also, how did God speak to Moses if nobody ever heard or seen God? And then here's my question. Not only do we have to prove, okay, because if Israel is the original land of Caucasoid Jews, and it's an extension of Africa, why, if Jews are naturally from Israel, why is Israel the second largest? Why does Israel the second worst nation in the world involving sun cancer? Because if y'all were naturally supposed to be over there, it wouldn't have sun cancer at a level that high to where it's literally the second worst in the whole world. There is no nation in the world outside of the top, within the top 3 nations in the world suffering from sun cancer. Israel is number 2. So there's no way that you can naturally prove you're original to this land, even if we take the Bible out of it, if we take the Torah out of it, if we take the Quran out of it, you can't even live over there. And so continuing on, right, as I go down, right, I want to ask this question. When we dealing with the Exodus, which means by definition a mass departure, right? This story says that 600,000 white people, according to Caucasoid Jews, because I know you wouldn't consider yourself white, so I'm going to say Caucasoid, because I'm dealing with phenotypes.
And see, that's what I like to call you. I see, you don't, in my DM, y'all don't like when I call you Caucasoids. That's your phenotype. You got Negroid, Caucasoid, Anglozoid, or Wranglozoid, the Asians. Use a Caucasoid, which when you stretch that out, you got Caucasoid, you got Caucasian. See, the word Caucasian come from Caucasoid. You was a, yeah, you a Caucasoid. You don't want me to. I ain't trying to disrespect you. I ain't trying to disrespect you. But your phenotype is Caucasoid. Oh, I want you to know that. All right. You don't like when I call you that. But I'm just saying, scientifically, politically speaking, if we want to be politically correct and we want to be scientific facts, Neanderthal, Caucasoid, Caucasus Mountains, Caucasian, see how it all goes together? You see how it all goes, you see how it all just goes together with each other like that? Caucasoid, Caucasian, Caucasus Mountains. Oh, oh, go, go ahead and talk to the people. Pharaoh, the old young Pharaoh. Go ahead and talk to the people.
According to Caucasoids, 600,000 Caucasoids migrated out of Egypt and then wandered the desert for 40 years. Now,
600,000 Caucasoids left Egypt and wandered the desert for 40 goddamn. You know how hot it is in that desert? You know how the sun get the bacon? That's a, see, he about to tell you it ain't, that's a lie. You lied to us. You lied to us. You don't supposed to be in Israel. Israel got the second #1 top skin cancer. Yeah, y'all #2 when it come to skin cancer. You know why? Because your white ass ain't supposed to be over. I'm sorry. I ain't trying to disrespect you. Your white ass ain't supposed to be over there, respectfully. Your Caucasoid ass ain't supposed to be. Oh, I ain't trying to disrespect you. #2 when it come to sun cancer, because it's the same thing going on in Florida. I want to say this respectfully to the people in Florida. Your white ass ain't supposed to be down there. You're running around Florida. You're calling yourself Floridians, and you want to act like that's your land. And I'm here to tell you, your Caucasoid ass ain't supposed to be in Florida. Talk to the people, Pharaoh. Talk to them.
Any Caucasoid person watching this, I'm not attacking you, but let's just be clear here. Now, any Caucasoid person watching this, I'm not attacking you, but let's just be clear here. Now, any Caucasoid person watching this, now, any Caucasoid person watching this, I'm not attacking you, but let's just be clear here.
Any Caucasoid people out there, respectfully, in my DM, all in my email, the Caucasoids from the Caucasus Mountains. I'm not trying to disrespect you. I'm not trying to disrespect you. I'm not trying to be mean to you. Talk to the people, man. Shit, talk to the goddamn people.
You couldn't live in the Sahara Desert for 40 days. Let's just be honest here. So you want us to believe that 600,000 Caucasoids left Egypt and then wandered the desert for 40 years and made it to Israel and established a nation. Meanwhile, you can't even go to the beach right now without getting sun cancer. So for one, that is scientifically an impossible story. Now, when we dealing with Egypt, right, and the Jews, you know, historical times and events in Egypt, right, and if possible, I would like you to write these down so you can answer these.
Yeah, I'm writing the whole time.
Yes, sir. They say that the Jews built the Temple of Ramesses during their time in Egypt under the enslavement of the Pharaoh.
Oof. He was cooking his motherfucking top, boy. He was cooking his goddamn top. Cooking, smoked him, Yeah.
Comes from the Caucasus Mountains.
Yeah, come from the Caucasus Mountains.
The Torah, the Bible, the Quran, all agree that when after the flood, right?
Came from the Caucasus Mountains. Go ahead and talk to the people.
Has not.
I don't want to talk to them goddamn people.
Has not been factually proven in the realm of actual science or history. So the reason that I say that is because it is difficult, not for me, but for the average person, it's difficult for them to prove origins of the stories because the stories are completely from somebody's own, you know, discernment and opinion. It's not from an actual point of reference. So I just want to make that clear as I as I get ready to expound upon this point. And if y'all give me 2 seconds, I'm transferring my USB back. Black or white, claiming that they come from Israel is because in order to establish political legitimacy or monarchy, you have to establish that you are native to the land or that you are descendants of those who were native to the land.
Sure.
And if anybody is claiming that they're a descendant of Noah, they are claiming that they are descendants of the Caucasus Mountains. And so here's the issue that I'm having.
The Caucasus Mountains.
Scientifically, according to the Australian Research Center for Ancient DNA, we can prove that white people, Caucasoid people, because even if you don't identify as white, the term Jew is not a genealogical description.
Oh.
You can't genealogically be a Jew. There's only 4 phenotypes. Dravidian, Caucasoid, Mongoloid, which is Asians and Koreans and all of that.
Mongoloid.
And then there's Negroid, which is me and Africans. So Jews, whether you Ashkenazi, Khazarian, or whatever other terminology, y'all all fall genetically in the category of Caucasoid. And Caucasoids, according to not only history, but biblical history as well, descend from the Caucasus Mountains. So we have to ask ourselves, if we were here first as black people, and we know this to be fact, how, with the Middle East being an extension of Africa, are Caucasoids claiming that they are native to a land that not only they were never there, they were there and inhabited it after us. And so here's my thing, right?
See, this is what I learned. Why y'all don't like, see, this is why it is funny to me. But why y'all don't like the truth? Why you don't like the truth? What you want me to call you? What you want me to call you, white? You ain't white. Your skin ain't white. Yeah, it's more like a pasty tan. It's like a pasty. It's like a dull. Yeah, it's like a dull tan color. I mean, like a pie crust brown. That's, you know what I'm talking about, pie crust. Huh? I goddamn tell you what you is, what you ain't. You know, you Caucasoid. You don't want me to call you Caucasoid. You don't like it. So It's something about the word Caucasoid that just go go ahead and talk to the people, Pharaoh. Go ahead and talk to them.
As I continue to go down, because I want to make sure I touch on every point. You brought up Jacob, right? Now, we know that there were no J's back then. And people say that there were Y's. Now, I disagree with that as well. But staying on that notion, Jacob would be Jacob, which people would say is Yakub.
Yeah.
Now, Yakub in Hebrew literally means subplanter.
Let me ask you a question. Y'all remember who Yaku is? Yaku, the big-headed scientist?
Now, without getting something
that took you on all this so-called
patriarchal system of why black or Africans or black people allow women to be the intellectual dictators of society. And it was technology, right?
Yeah.
Noah,
she keeps
and we call them out for terroristic behavior. Even in the doctrine, it not only do we have to prove, okay, because if Israel is the original land of Caucasoid Jews, and it's an extension of Africa, why, if Jews are naturally from Israel, why is Israel the spore it was discovered? So that's the issue. And the reason I'm bringing that up is because these biblical stories have been lying is nothing more than the Leo constellation. This is why Jesus told his disciples when they get to a certain location, they'll see a man bearing a pitcher of water.
some of the people
Enslaved in Egypt, do you believe that the Egyptians who enslaved them were Negroid like me or Caucasoid like people that are not me?
I think neither. I showed you the hieroglyphics, so I believe they were
There you
dark,
go.
but not necessarily like Western African dark, but Northern African dark.
Okay.
A motherfuckers hate to say it. They didn't look like you. They would have could have been the same old.
Africans built not just in Egypt, but all around the world. And another thing I want to bring up is this image right here. Okay? Now this image is called Smiting of the Enemy by Pharaoh Seti. Now, this image also, this is a painting from the pyramids.
Now listen, a lot of y'all probably might be new to this, right? But I told y'all in recent live streams, right, that there was a photo in the pyramid in hieroglyphics, right? It was a tomb of Pharaoh Seti or whoever this guy was, right? And on his tomb, it was a picture of him cutting the head off a white person all the way back hundreds of years ago. You know what I'm saying? And the motherfucker, this is the picture right here. I'm gonna show y'all the picture. He said, and on his tomb it said, when you run across the dog fur, you don't spare the dog fur. You don't live with the dog fur. You don't mate with the dog fur. The first thing you do when you run across the dog fur is you delete the dog fur. You terminate the dog fur. And he was so adamant about this that on his dying day, he made sure that there was a painting of him deleting the dog fur, terminating the dog fur to live on for eternity. So that hundreds and thousands of years later, when we come across it, we'll know what to do with the dog fur. Yeah, go ahead and talk to the people. Here it is right here. Look, there it is right there. Look.
See what color my ancestors said the invaders were. So here's my thing. What Judaism is attempting to do is it's attempting to inject itself into black history from a fictitious point of victimization.
Well said. Well said. Well said.
Salute. I see you in the chat. I want to kind of speak to that. I say, young bruh, listen, there's a heaven and a hell. Which one are you going to decide? You dig? Now, I want to just speak to that, brother. First and foremost, right? if there is a heaven or hell, all right? If there is one or the other, you don't get to decide. See how that works? See? You don't get to decide where you going. You don't. The dog fur got you thinking that you get to decide. Pick one. You don't get to pick one, B. You understand what I'm saying? So that's first and foremost. I just wanted to get that out there because when I saw you, you know, yeah, you know who. This is the thing, but who says who's living right? Who says what's right and what's wrong? When you say by living right, what do you mean by that? What do you mean by that? Because when you look into like the Bible, or because you're speaking about heaven and hell, so that would let me know that you are in tune with the Bible or the Quran. You're in tune with something of that sort, right? So when you look into those books like the Quran, right? You know, what's the honorable uh, Muhammad or Elijah Muhammad or whatever it is y'all do with the Quran, right? He was married to a 9-year-old little girl back in the day. Was that living wrong? Or was that living right? And you look into the Bible, right? God had a wrath when he felt like he was being disobeyed or he wasn't being worshiped, he would wipe out hundreds and thousands of people, women, children, kids, he would kill. Yeah, God said, these motherfuckers ain't listening. Kill their ass. These motherfuckers ain't paying attention. Flood the earth. Get rid of everybody. I mean, is that living? So my question is, what is living right when you say that? That's why I say you don't get to choose if you go to heaven or hell. Because you think you living right. You think you living right. My grandfather was a Tuskegee Airman, and my mother had bite marks from someone, bruh. If they can make it, I can too. I agree with that. If our ancestors can make it, we definitely can make it. But make it to where? Make it to where? Where I mean, if you're talking about surviving this matrix and making it in this matrix, for sure. For sure. For sure. 100%. I agree with that. But if you're talking about making it to hell or heaven, I don't know. I don't know about that. You know what I'm saying? I don't know about that. Because, you know, everybody think they living right. Everybody think they doing the right thing. It was a who song was that, man? Tupac Shakur. I always tell the youngsters, right? I always tell the youngsters that the musicians that we grew up listening to, like Biggie's, Tupac Shakur, I'ma just say Tupac, right? They always gave us words to live by. Words to live by. That's what a lot of these rappers, that's what this generation is missing. It's missing music that the youngsters can listen to, and it could be words to live by in there. So I'm gonna quote Tupac Shakur. He had a song, it was a song on his Machiavelli album called Blasphemy. Powerful song. I remember when I first heard it, it scared me. I was younger, you know what I'm saying? I was a young teen, maybe a young adult. I think I was a young teen, and the first time I heard that song, Blasphemy, it scared me. That's how powerful that song was. But the second verse of that song, Tupac said, end quote, we probably in hell already,
Our dumb asses not knowing. Everybody kissing ass to go to heaven ain't going. I put my soul on it. I'm fighting devil niggas daily. Plus the media be crucifying brothers severely. Tell me I ain't God's son. Nigga mama a virgin. We got evicted, had to leave the birds. Back in the ghetto doing wild shit. Staring at the sun don't pay. Criminal mind all the time. Wait for judgment day. They say Moses split the Red Sea. I split the blunt, roll it fat, but I'm deadly. Babylon, beware, coming for the pharaoh's kid. Retaliation, making legends off the shit we did. Still bullshit niggas in Jerusalem, waiting for signs. God coming, she just taking her time. That's what he said, bro. He said that in that song. That's the verse. What he said. He said, God is coming. She just taking her time. I'll never forget that. That song scared me because it was so real. You see what I'm saying? So when you say, you know, heaven or hell, you pick and choose. Nah, you don't get to pick and choose. We probably in hell already. You know, we might be in hell already. Our dumb ass is not knowing. Everybody kissing ass to go to heaven ain't going. I put my soul on it. That's Tupac Shakur. That's words to live by. I don't know. You know, my uncle gave me words. Charlie Wilson. Salute to Charlie Wilson, man. God is gonna choose, yeah. You just gotta really kind of analyze that. You know what I mean? Everybody think they going to heaven, man. Look, you ask all 154 people in this chat if they going to heaven or they going to hell, and I guarantee you, all 154 people in this chat say they going to heaven. You know what I'm saying? All 152 of y'all. Hey man, are you living right? Are you going to heaven or are you going to hell? No, I'm going to heaven, man. I'm living right. I'm living righteous. Yeah. I ask for forgiveness. I'm going to heaven. Salute to you though, my G. Make sure you hit the subscribe button and all that.
I could have said about my goddamn self.
Never happened. You were not slaves in Egypt. You were invaders. And if I'm lying, then prove to me that you are who you say you are, and that the people in Egypt today are who they say they are. You cannot do that, and the Arabs cannot do that, because you were not victims of Egypt. You were invaders and destroyers of Egypt. Now I want to go here, okay? If you look at these pyramids, right? These pyramids have water damage and sand damage on the south side of these pyramids. And 250, listen to the word, 250 genealogists have confirmed that these pyramids are no less than 30,000 years old. So that means not only the pyramids, but the Temple of Osiris has been confirmed, and the Temple of Ramesses has been confirmed, the Temple of Isis has been confirmed, and all of them. If the Temple of Ramesses was built at least 50,000 years ago, how did we enslave y'all for y'all to build it 6,000 years ago when we built it allegedly before we even knew you? So that's a lie. It never happened. Now, as I continue to come down, right, and hit two more of your talking points, I just want to pull this up. I want to pull this up right here.
This nigga, hold up, son.
Because I don't want nobody.
This nigga is smoking, homie. Yeah, let me tell you something. Them people said we gonna get rid of his motherfucking ass. When he did this might be the last interview he did where he was clear-headed and he looked like this. Everything after this, that nigga got tattoos on his face. He smoking coke. He fucking bitch. He got a nigga went and bought a Ferrari. Nigga had like a Lamborghini or something. Nigga like, what the fuck? Yeah.
The motherfuckers heard this shit. They go, oh. Go talk to the people, Pharaoh. Talk to the people.
Why to ever think I'm lying? Okay. Now we talk about we talk about the Torah, okay, and we talk about the age of the Torah. I want to just hit this real quick. I want to hit this real quick. Okay, so you brought up the Torah, right? Now I brought up backdating, and I want to make this clear again, since we talk about Ramesses, so you can see where I'm going. In 1822, John Champollion allegedly deciphered and discovered the word Ramesses. Yet, in 1611, King James wrote that the Hebrews were forced to build the temple of Ramesses underneath the dictatorship of Pharaoh Ramesses. Now, here's the problem with that. As I stated, how did a book insert a word into it that allegedly didn't come out till 211 years after the book was written? And I'll tell you why. Because what your community has done is you guys have created this story, and then through the invention of the printing press in the 1400s, you have backdated the story to give it ancient existence that it does not have. And one example of that, okay?
And the crazy shit is, people that really study scholarship, archaeology, phenotype, etymology of things, words,
Really artifacts, nowhere. You don't see no Bibles or no Torahs or none of that have been validly proven nowhere. The Rosetta Stone is fake. It's not real. So Caucasoid history has been completely falsified and introduced to Black people in order for y'all to give us a fictitious validity of historical existence that y'all do not have. So I want to say this before I end here, and I want to make sure, I want to say this before I end here. This is my last point. If you take away religion, right? Because I would like for you to explain to me your history and your genetic origin without using religion. But
this gonna be the Buddha part right here. Did y'all hear that?
answering the questions that I've laid out.
Because we were treating them like people. See, that's what happened when you discovered
that the idea of mitochondrial Eve and us coming from her. Like, let me put it to you this way. Tell me what you think of this.
he backpedaling.
See,
before you
go, not to cut you off. Before you go, I want you to understand what I'm saying. What I'm saying is, you are not a descendant of the mitochondrial Eve gene. So what I'm asking you or any Caucasoid to do is to establish genetically where you come from. So let me throw the numbers out, because I want to be all the way on the table so you can honestly answer it.
Okay.
And I have the science. I can pull it up right now.
And look, I'm not debating.
The nigga said he want to know where the fuck Caucasoid people, where do y'all come from? Without using religion, without using the Bible, without using the Torah, without using all this religious stuff, right? Just tell us where the fuck y'all came from, bruh. Ain't no fucking way you got dog fur. You smell like a golden retriever when you get wet, and you trying to tell us we all came from the same place. Ain't no way that's not possible. So this where young Pharaoh really fucked up, because I had never even thought of this shit. This is where I never even really okay, I say they come from the Caucasus Mountains, right? But when it comes to the genealogy of the shit, we don't know where y'all come from. Y'all ain't, Black people was all over 4 corners of the earth. It was Black people. Asia, Russia, the indigenous people of Russia, them niggas is Black. Where the fuck do y'all come from, white people? Respectfully. You know what? Go ahead and talk to the people, man. Talk to the people. Go ahead and talk to them.
You know, everybody stood up like, he ain't what he talking about. Stop dancing around the goddamn topic. Answer the goddamn question, goofy. Roll.
You need me to. Tell me. Caucasoid people, Caucasian people, okay, have 98% chimpanzee DNA with only a 2% difference. They have 87% canine DNA, 90% mice DNA. They have chicken DNA, and they have fruit fly DNA.
And this switch, stop dancing around the goddamn topic. Answer the goddamn question, goofy. Roll.
You need me to. Tell me. Caucasoid people, Caucasian people, okay, have 98% chimpanzee DNA with only a 2% difference. They have 87% canine DNA, 90% mice DNA. They have chicken DNA, and they have fruit fly DNA.
And this switch, keeps swirling with. And you wonder, stop dancing around the goddamn topic. Answer the goddamn question, goofy. Roll.
You need me to. Tell me. Caucasoid people, Caucasian people, okay, have 98% chimpanzee DNA with only a 2% difference. They have 87% canine DNA, 90% mice DNA. They have chicken DNA, and they have fruit fly DNA. Caucasian people, okay, have 98% chimpanzee DNA with only
98. Y'all nigga got fruit fly DNA in you? Chimpanzee? Mice? We gonna have, hey, listen. We gonna do a whole live stream on this. We gonna talk about this now. It's 4 in the morning. You know, salute to everybody that's in here, but we normally gonna have 300 to 400 and upward people in the live chat. Right now, it ain't nothing but 162 people. It's 4 in the morning. We gonna have a conversation about this. I thought you just had dog fur in you. I thought you had golden retriever in you, Rottweiler, American pit bull. I thought you had the dog fur in you, but come to find out you got fruit fly DNA, chicken, mice, chimpanzee, bitch, you got monkey in you. So you've been telling us we was monkeys. Come to find out you the goddamn monkey. Jesus Christ. Oh, God bless America. God bless America. God bless this great land that we live on. God bless America. Bitch, listen to me. Listen to me. Young Pharaoh won't playing with you. He won't making this shit up. He's not a man that's gonna make up. Like, you know what? Talk to the people, Pharaoh. Fucking talk to the people. Fuck it.
only a 2% difference. They have 87% canine DNA, 90% mice DNA. They have chicken DNA, and they have fruit fly DNA.
And this switch, keeps swirling.
Caucasian people, okay, have 98% chimpanzee DNA with only a 2% difference. They have 87% canine DNA, 90% mice DNA. They have chicken DNA, and they have fruit fly DNA.
And this switch, keeps swirling. Fucking question. How about that?
So again, the idea. Look at Malcolm X. Malcolm X had a tinge of red hair. Why is that? Because he had a white grandfather.
Why you gotta be talking about somebody else? We talking about you.
Don't bring Malcolm X into this. Motherfucker says you had fruit fly. You got fruit fly in you? Huh? Chimpanzee? Notice he didn't deny none of that. You notice that my man didn't deny none of that. He didn't say, "No, young Pharaoh, we ain't got no goddamn fruit fly DNA in us, nigga. Don't disrespect my people like that. Hell no, nigga. Chimpanzee, nigga, we ain't got none of that. Fuck wrong with you, nigga? Nah, Pharaoh. You ain't gonna hold up. You ain't gonna disrespect my motherfucker. You said we got fruit fly, nigga? Hell nah, nigga. You ain't gonna talk to me like that. Nah, nigga, I don't want, I don't think he ain't do none of that. You know, the other way around, nigga would have been like, hold up, Pharaoh, hold up. What you just say? Nigga, I said you got 90% fruit fly in you. Nigga, like, hell nah. Hey, man, hey, listen, Pharaoh. Don't disrespect my motherfucking people, nigga. We ain't got no fruit fly in us, nigga. What the fuck you talking about, nigga? Fruit fly. He ain't say none of that. First thing he said is, you remember Malcolm X? He had a tinge of red hair. Cause his daddy was white. Hey, shut your motherfucking ass up. Malcolm X ain't got nothing to do with this, bro. Nigga said you got chicken DNA in you. You got mice, chimpanzee, and fruit fly all mixed in with a golden retriever, nigga. And you ain't deny you ain't deny not one of them animals. You ain't say, nah, we got chimpanzee, but we ain't got no damn fruit fly in us, nigga. Don't put fruit flies on us. Don't put fruit flies on me and my people. We ain't got no fruit flies, nigga. We gonna talk. Oh yeah, I didn't know yet. I didn't know you had fruit fly in you now. I didn't know that. I didn't know. I'm sorry. I ain't trying to disrespect you. But bitch, you had fruit fly. Huh? Go ahead and talk to people, nigga. Fuck shit. Talk to goddamn people then. Shit. You wanna talk?
Man, you run it.
So the idea that race and color of skin can change over time, and I'm not even talking about 2,000 years or 3,000 years, even less, is clear. The color of skin can change over time. That's something that, so it's not a...
Look, he ain't even addressing it, but he talking about now, and people mixing and shit, and this bitch ain't even... They been in us...
You saying that Ashkenazi, that it's Nazi socialism, when the concept of the name...
Look, he ain't even... Hey, man, ask y'all, the little dude, ask you where you from, my nigga. Where y'all people from? Where you come from? He ain't say shit yet. We been in this bitch for 10 minutes deep, and he been talking about everything else but the goddamn question. Roll it.
Ashkenaz goes back over 1,000 years, and they somehow the idea of socialism, Nazism, which is something that came up in the 1800s, you're saying is something that goes back 1,000 years, makes no sense to me. Neither does judicial.
Knuckle dragon, Nick.
The 2000s of Ashkenazi Jew. In Yiddish, it's called Benshin.
It's why my
Translation, hot topic today.
you don't want to admit. No one fuck well. The question I cry that shit to other fucking white folk, cause niggas don't want to hear it. Roll it.
Polish government kept. I've seen it all. There's been pogroms. There's been massacres of Jews. And how could Jacob wrestle with God? How could Abraham hear from God?
Do you see that on the, or did it load up? You see that?
Not yet.
I don't know why I see it on mine. I got it. I'm sorry. You see that? Israel skin cancer rate second highest in the world.
What does it say right underneath? I just can't see it.
It says underneath it, skin cancer rate in Israel is among the highest in the world. The Israel Cancer Association reported yesterday at the end of 2000, there were 3,631 skin cancer patients in Israel, and around 200 die every year from the disease. So I just wanted to bring that up so you know I'm not lying.
The Torah scroll was from the 1200s, and you the whole day and not lose our breath. As a top astrologer, he saw that there was no chance for him to have... There's writings from the Egyptian scribe Manetho. Might be worth showing this, but I think it's super cool.
Everybody gets it.
Say 3. Rebecca was young. Now,
They say it in the first place. These slave owners. Because you know, the church shut these big...
Yeah, it's late, man. I'm gonna look into this, man. We're gonna talk more about it. But I ain't know y'all have fruit fly DNA in you, Caucasoid people. Oh, I'm gonna tear your ass up. I'm gonna have a good time when I tell my people about this. I'll make sure. Let me bookmark this real quick. I'll make sure I bookmark this motherfucker real quick.
Oh, repeat. Roll it.
Okay. missionaries, gave us a damn book, and we've been believing it. And so outside of answering the questions that I've laid out,
because we were treating them like people. See, that's what happens when you treat animals like people. Oh, repeat. Repeat. Roll it.
hey, okay, y'all have not explained where y'all came from. We don't really know y'all. Y'all just walked up on us one day, told us that y'all was missionaries, gave us a damn book, and we've been believing it. And so outside of answering the questions that I've laid out,
because we were treating them like people. See, that's what happens when you treat animals like people. See? Just because they sort of look like you, don't mean they're you.
and without using evolution, and I guarantee you, you cannot scientifically or historically do it. And I'm done.
All right. That was quite something. All right. I wrote down everything that you said.
Yes, sir.
The fact of Eve being black, like, I'm not coming here to say that human.
We are. Hey, listen, man. Tap in. I'm gonna tap in with y'all, man. Big salute, man. Gang.